All right. Hey, good morning. Good morning, everybody. All right, let's take a look at the market today. So what we got? The ES. Take a look at it. Let's look at this on a daily. Um, so what we noticed all week is we pretty much been range bound all week long. Here, take a look at the ES on the daily chart. In between, here we are working our way back to Monday. 564 resistance, 560 resistance, 566 resistance, 5 resistance. All this all day, all week long, and it's usually been gap downs in the morning, a bounce, run, then the afternoon or overnight back to the range bound. And let's take a look at it on the SPY. And this has pretty much been chop all week, just range bound all week long. Let's take a look at the SPY. And we're going to show lower, same thing. Now they show green because they gap down overnight, and then they go from 561 up to this 570 range. We had one day we had to pull back a little bit lower to 558, but then here, same deal, opening range. Let's take a look at it on the hour, and we'll see the same thing. So this was Thursday. This is Wednesday. Let's go back to 518. And I think we'll see it a little more clear. Let's go back to 517. This is 19, 18, 17. Yeah. So look, on the 17th, we're opening at 562.79. We get up close to 570. We go back down. Now, if I remember, 570 is where the 200 EMA is on the daily, I believe. Then we come back, and again, we open up where? On 564.80. We gap down here at around 558. That was our low day, and it stays there. And then what does it do on the next day, on Wednesday? Wednesday, it opens up at 562.83. We get the squeeze, and we go right back up to 570. Thursday, we have a gap down. We open up at 563.33. And bam, we go back up to 570. And so what are we looking like today? Today we're looking a little lower, 559, 558. So will the trend continue? Because we've been in chop all week, pretty much range bound. And I'll probably say the same. At some point this will go as we get closer to that 930 open. And then we'll go back up and we want to revisit 570. At least that's been the pattern. All right. So what else is in the market today? Well, we had FedEx had its announcements on its earnings, and I do not believe FedEx did that great. They reported weaker earnings than expected. And then we see this overnight drop about $25, $20, and we are here. So will FedEx continue to go lower? Potentially, we'll definitely be watching FedEx and watch its little brother or big brother, and that would be UPS. And look at UPS. UPS had a fall. Not that bad, just $1, but it has an important line here around 114 in that range. If it breaks 114, we can probably get a continuation. Let's check it out on the 30-minute. 114. Let's go up to around the 4-hour and see where we are with UPS. Yeah, 114 is an important range. If it breaks this 114, that could be a good play to the downside. Let's go look at the daily real quick. We see it here, 114.97 all the way down here to 109. All right. Or it can bounce off of this 114, 115 level and then go to the upside. But we'll be paying attention to those two simply because of that. Let's take a look at Nike. Nike got an important level on the daily. That's 71.36. So Nike's been range bound through its earnings period, 71 up to 74. It's a $2 to $3 move, maybe 73. Not much there, but if Nike breaks 71.70, it can get shorted back. So Nike's been pretty range bound on the daily. So when you see that, kind of know what the ranges is, and only play Nike a breakout. Probably wouldn't even be here's the SPY. So take a look at SPY range: 559, 568, 573. Okay. All right, let's take a look. What else is on our radar today? We talked about Nike. We talked about. So here's the challenge. Do we look at stocks that are bearish or do we look at stocks that are bullish? Right now, the SPY on the daily, the MACD is still underneath, but it's showing strength to the upside, but it's been pretty much range bound. So the SPY today tells me if it breaks 561, we can go short. If it breaks 562, 63, we can play it back to the upside. And wouldn't mind playing it to the upside. We'll be looking for that play just because of the pattern, right? It's been bearish, gets to their level, supported it, and then been going up. So if that's the case, then we'll be looking for stocks that will be going up this morning. And let's look if there's any setups out there. So Domino's, like the SPY, has been going up each day, but it's had a continuation to the upside. Domino's is looking pretty good. Good structure. It has an hour, 30-minute squeeze. So we'll be paying attention to Domino's this morning. I wouldn't say pizza because that's Little Caesars, right? Again, the tech sector is looking weak in the morning, but that's been kind of a trend too. The tech sector looking fairly weak and then bouncing to the upside with the SPY each morning. Look at Tesla. All right, Tesla is looking bullish. We see this 237. I think I like Tesla. Let's look 1 hour. It has to get past 238, 237. Has a 30-minute squeeze and an hourly squeeze. So definitely be looking at Tesla this morning. Like Tesla setup. Let's go take a look briefly on the 15-minute. Yeah, all important 238. All important 238. Breaks 238, we go long. Don't break 238, and it chops, it can fall. So I'm definitely pay attention to on Tesla. Palantir. I ended up getting shook out on Palantir yesterday. Did not like Palantir, what it did to me. It briefly went past this 85, but as you see, it shot up yesterday. That was a play I definitely had to get out of. I took an L on Palantir. But, so Palantir's 89 is the resistance, and it's right at 87. Will Palantir be one of those days where it looks bullish in the morning and then falls? Well, look at Palantir. So it opened up yesterday around 85. It's back at 86. And it has to get past 87, up to 87, 88. All right, but we know Palantir has good, strong resistance up here at 89. So maybe Palantir falls back down here to 85. You catch it and ride it back up. But we'll be looking at Palantir today. It has a couple of squeezes on the hour and 2 hour. Meta. Not a big fan of meta setup. It can blow past that 200 on the 30-minute right here at 591. So if we get past 591, I could be looking to take meta to the upside. Let's go take a look at Amazon. Yeah, same thing. And it's kind of same as the SPY. All of these stocks go up the next day, they cool off during the day or overnight. Now, Amazon I actually do like, because if Amazon clearly breaks 195, we're shooting to the moon there. That's a if. If Amazon breaks 195, we're shooting all the way up to 188, 199. If not, down to 192. I'm not a big fan of the short there, but that's Amazon setup. All right, we talked about Tesla, Palantir, Amazon. Let's go take a look at Microsoft real quick. Same thing. You see a few stocks looking the same. Now, one thing I will say about Microsoft, it's kind of like yesterday. Took a look at Microsoft. Looked like it was pretty bearish. It shot down for a moment, $2 to $3. Then that was a put probably by 10 o'clock. And then it was back up and shooting to the moon. So what I say is you have to be patient this morning with these. They probably will go up again to their point of resistance because everything's been trading within a range all week, similar to SPY. But we'll have to see. Take a look at AMD, see the same things where the moving averages on the 30-minute are all stacked. So do you see weakness or will it budge? And they're all pretty good setups. Now AMD, again, if it falls to 106 to 105, and wait and then take it back to the upside. But there's some bearishness in this morning or weakness. Let's go back to UPS real quick, and then we're going to wrap up. I like Tesla. I like UPS. If it's a continuation to the downside, we'll see. So those are the stocks I'll be looking at today. All right. Found this video to be helpful. Please like and subscribe. Check it out. The market has been chop and bounce all week, trading within a range. So just make sure you know your support and resistance levels on multiple time frames, and you should be cool. All right. Take care. Be blessed.